Hello and welcome. If you're watching this video, chances are you have a stuck side seal in your rotary powered engine.
Seriously, I just had it.
The main reason that side seals get stuck in a rotary is just because they've sat for too long. In the particular motor I was working on, it had been sitting for probably quite a few years and they were really stuck in there. The purpose of this video is to show you how I did things and to get the seals out, and more specifically how to get a small broken chunk that is stuck in the center out without damaging or causing damage to the face of the rotor. If you have seized side seals on your rotors, they can be extremely difficult to get out and they're very brittle. So you want to be very careful whenever you're trying to get them out. What I found is if you take a very small screwdriver, come in very gently on the side and just work it up, and then push it down and work it up and push it down, and eventually you'll get a little bit of spring in there, at which point I've propped the rotor so that whenever I spray a penetrating oil on the seal, it will cascade down, at which point I just gently push in and you wiggle and you just push in and push in and push in and push in. And you'll see that over time, in areas right in through here, all the gunk and rust will start to come up and out of the seal and it'll break loose. Once you wiggle it enough and get a bunch of that gunk, you move up, kind of uphill where the flow is, and you just keep working it and working it and working it over and over and over again until you start to get movement on the upper side of the seal that comes up this way. And as you work it, you want to take a break every so often and then just wipe it all off and then spray some more penetrating oil. I'm using WD-40, but you just spray a little bit on there and let it roll down. That way all the gunk that comes out of the seal won't stay in there. It'll run towards your corner seal. You can kind of see the bubbles working their way out. And you just keep doing that and doing that, and you work your way up the rotor. And it just takes an extreme amount of patience. But with enough patience and enough WD-40, you'll be able to get them out. I can only assume that this motor was sitting for a very long time and there was a ton of carbon buildup on the rotors, and that's the trick of doing it. Hopefully this helps someone out. I ended up breaking a few of these and they're kind of a pain in the butt to get out of there once they're broken. So you want to try to keep the seal intact the whole way up, and again, very delicately just lift this up, and if it only moves a tiny bit and then stays, come back from the upper side and push down on it, and then come to the side, go up on it and down on it, and just keep working that until it breaks free enough to where you can start working it like I am, and then go from there. I'm including this next part to show you what not to do. I thought it would be a viable approach. I was wrong, and this is something that's a great example of how not to remove a stuck side seal, because it will ruin the spring and that eliminates your ability to push up and down on the stuck side seal to get it to kind of spring back up. So don't try this. Okay, so just so everyone can see what I'm trying to do here, fail. I've got a piece of side seal that is just so stuck in there. It's only about 3/8 of an inch long, and I was hoping that I could take the spring from underneath and attach a couple of vice grips to it and yank it out. I had success up here and down here using that method, but the spring just broke, so we're gonna try something else. All right, everybody, Moment of excitement here. If you look right here, this little chunk just came out. The way that I did it is I put this thing outside where it is 20 degrees out and I froze it for about an hour and a half. And then I was able to take one of the smaller apex seal springs and just take it to a piece of sandpaper to a very fine point. And then using the groove and the curvature that matches the seal, I put it into a pair of needle nose vice grips and then just gently slid it in, and I gave it a couple little love taps with a hammer, and this guy just popped right up. And I'm just geeked out about it. Hopefully, if anyone in the future is running into this problem where you have a little chunk and you're worried about damaging the sides of your rotor, this is absolutely, it worked just so fast. It just made my head spin. So good luck out there, and I hope everyone that watches this video gets something from it so that you're not going through the nightmare that I did. Hey, thanks again for watching. Hopefully this video helped you out in getting your stuck side seals out. I was so happy that the cold trick worked. So after a good soak in penetrating oil, maybe you can just pop your rotor in the freezer next to the peas for a little while, and then you can pull it out after a couple of hours and use the spring trick and get that guy out of there. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it informative. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.